On the Road by Jack Kerouac. With the coming of Dean Moriarty began the part of my life you could call my life on the road. Before that, I'd often dreamed of going west to see the country, always vaguely planning and never taking off. Dean is the perfect guy for the road because he actually was born on the road. His parents were passing through Salt Lake City in 1926 in a jalopy on their way to Los Angeles. First reports of him came to me through Chad King, who'd shown me a few letters from him written in a New Mexico reform school. Then news came that he was out, coming to New York for the first time.
That was the way Dean
also,
found
he just married a girl called Mary Lou. One day I was hanging around the campus. Chad and Tim Gray told me Dean was staying at Coldwater Pass in Chicago. I went to the flat with the boys, and Dean came to the door in his shorts.
That was the way Dean
Mary Lou was jumping off the couch. Dean had dispatched the occupants of the apartment to the kitchen while he proceeded with his love problem. For to him, sex was the one, only wholly important thing in his life. My first impression of Dean was of a young Gene Autry, trim, thin-hipped, blue-eyed, the real Oklahoma actor, sideburn hero of the Snowy West. In fact, he'd just been working on a ranch at Head Walls in Colorado before marrying Mary Lou and coming in. Mary Lou was pretty blonde, with immense ringlets of hair like a sea of golden treasure. She sat there on the edge of the couch with her hands hanging in her lap, and her blue country eyes fixed in a wide stare. During the following week, Chad King that he absolutely had to learn how to write. Chad said I was a writer. He came right out to Patterson, New Jersey, where I was living with my aunt. One night while I was studying, there was a knock on the door. And where's Mary Lou? Dean said, she's gone back to Denver, or we went out and had a few beers because he couldn't talk like he wanted to talk in front of my aunt. He sat in the living room reading the paper. She took one look at Dean and decided he was mad. Nonetheless, we understood each other. I agreed that he could stay at my house and found a job. Furthermore, we agreed to go out west sometime. That was the winter of 1947. One night he leaned over my shoulder as I tried and said, "Come on, man. Those girls that way, make it fast." I said, "I'll be right with you as soon as I finish this chapter." We went to New York. I forget what the situation was. Two colored girls, they were supposed to meet in the Georgia that stopped raining. I had to ride back to New York and bus to delegate to school teachers. Chatter, chatter, blah, blah, and me swearing for all the time I had waited. I swore I'd be at the party tomorrow. When I assured I might take it flight. I was spending most of my money, but I didn't give a damn, just so long as I'd be in Chicago tomorrow. I arrived in Chi quite early in the morning. Got a room in Y and went to bed. I dug Chicago, having a good day's sleep. The following afternoon, I went into the west. Warm and beautiful day for hitchhiking. My first ride was a dynamite truck with a red flag, about 30 miles into Great Green, Illinois. Long about 3 in the afternoon, after apple pie and ice cream in a roadside stand, a woman stopped for me in a little coupe. She wanted somebody to help her drive to Iowa. She drove the first few hours, and then I took the wheel and drove clear through the rest of Illinois to Davenport, Iowa. And here, for the first time in my life, I saw my beloved Mississippi.